Hey, I'm Luther, and what you are looking at here is a screenshot from my PayPal account over the last week. Each of the $500 payments you see here come from restaurant owners who are paying me to solve a simple problem they are having online. It only takes about an hour to fix this problem and doesn't require any phone calls, client meetings, or technical experience. In fact, this entire job can be done over email from your home laptop or tablet. Listen, 90% of restaurants have this problem without even knowing it. Sending them a quick email pointing it out is enough to get them paying $500 on the spot to fix it. Take a look at the replies I'm getting from restaurants using this approach. Gregory writes, I had no idea this was even a thing. I'd like to hire you to set this up for us if you still have spots available. And Michael said, I've never seen this before and have a few questions about this system. Can you give me a call to answer a few questions before we implement this? And Kevin said, thank you for alerting us to this issue. $500 certainly seems reasonable. What do you need from us to get started? No selling here, just carefully crafted email pointing out their problem and offering a $500 fix. This passive approach completely eliminates any rejection, spam complaints, or angry replies. Most write back with a simple thank you, and around 10% pay you $500 to have the issue fixed. Listen and watch this 15-minute mini webinar to learn how to fill your inbox with emails like these, as well as fill your bank account with $500 payments. The folks who watched the live version of this webinar a few weeks ago have been collecting multiple payments a week, putting this strategy to work for them. Hear what they had to say. Got some results from a restaurant webinar, 50 emails sent with 4 payments collected, $2,000 in total fees. Booyah! This is awesome. I woke up to a $500 payment in my PayPal this morning. Thank you, Luther, for pushing me to give this a shot. Luther, this is becoming my favorite approach for new clients. It's a nice change to open my Gmail and find people thanking me for the help I've provided them with these emails rather than the usual inbox full of complaints. Looking at my inbox, I would say 1 in 20 are paying for the fix, and that's straight from email, didn't have to get on the phone once. You are about to see the same presentation they did, and by the end of this super short webinar, you will have everything you need to see the same results. Just be sure to watch this presentation now. I'm only keeping it online for free for the next few days. Afterwards, you will have to be a paying member of my inner circle to see it. And before I walk you through all the steps, I want to tell you the quick story on how I came to discover this method, because I feel it's crucial you know all the details on this strategy to be sure it works for you. Deal? You see, I discovered this entirely by accident. For the last 10 years, I've been working with restaurants as a consultant, providing them with SEO, reputation management, website design, really anything that can bring more patrons through the doors. A few months ago, one of my clients called me up out of the blue, furious, complaining that his restaurant was not on Google. At first, I was a little confused. His place was the first result on Google when you search for Italian restaurants in his town. No, he said. The steakhouse down the block from him was taking reservations right inside of Google, and his restaurant was not. Now, still confused, I decided to see what he was talking about. I went on Google looking for the steakhouse, and sure enough, this place was taking reservations right from the Google search page. After some digging, I discovered that this was a brand new service offered by Google, allowing restaurants to take reservations directly from the search results. It's effortless to set up, only about an hour's work. I called my client back explaining that this reservation system was a new service offered by Google and I could set it up for him for a small $500 fee. He agreed and I went to work putting it together for him. 2 weeks later, I got another phone call. This time he was ecstatic. Over 1/3 of his reservations were now coming from this Google service. 1 hour's work for me turned out to be the biggest boost his restaurant had seen in years. I was blown away. Seeing these results and how happy my client was, I knew Google reservations would be a hit with other restaurants. So I took to Google, searching for every restaurant near me that wasn't using this new Google service. As expected, with something this new, the vast majority of restaurants are not using this system and were missing out on potential reservations from Google. It took me an afternoon to make a list of all the restaurants who needed this, and the next day I sent each one an email pointing out that they were not set up correctly, explaining how to do it, and offering $500 to do it for them. That's it. The email pointed out the problem, told them everything they needed to know in order to fix it themselves, and offered to do it for them for an affordable $500. Now, some people asked me on the live webinar, if I explained everything in the email, why would they pay me rather than do it themselves? Well, this is a lesson in selling to businesses. Smart business owners know it is better to pay an expert to do something rather than figure everything out on their own. By explaining everything in the email, you educate the prospect and establish yourself as an expert. So when you outline all the steps in a way that looks long and complicated, then offer to do it for them for a small fee, the business owner will want to pay the fee rather than go through all the steps themselves. After all, wouldn't you rather pay a little bit of money to have something done for you rather than taking all the time to do it yourself? The first test run of this method worked even better than I was expecting. I got dozens of replies from restaurant owners thanking me for walking them through this, while about 1 in 20 paid the $500 fee to have it done for them. Little did I realize I was making a beginner mistake, a true rookie error, and fixing this mistake increased my conversions to 1 in 10 emails. Now I'll tell you how to avoid these mistakes in a minute, so keep watching. And naturally, there were no rejection or angry complaints because my emails were informative with only a small sales pitch at the end. Just sending 10 emails a day was enough to land multiple $500 payments each week. A few of these restaurants became long-term clients, paying me thousands of dollars a month for SEO. That's because Google reservations are the perfect gateway service. A service that first-time clients pay a little bit of money for and see a massive return on that investment. $500 to have a flood of new reservations to their restaurant. These results will make them open to any other service you want to offer them, becoming the warmest, most valuable clients you could ask for. Now, before you try this out on your own, you need to know a few mistakes that I had started making that cost me some clients and some money. Avoiding these mistakes will allow you to land more paychecks with fewer emails. So, mistake to avoid number 1, targeting restaurants with no online presence. Restaurants that don't have a Facebook page, have an old-looking website, or don't take online reservations at all usually have an old-school owner that likes to market their business the old-fashioned way and is practically allergic to all things internet. Odds are, he doesn't even read his emails, so you'll be doubly wasting your time. Stick with restaurants that are at least doing some marketing online. They should have a decently active Facebook page and a good-looking website that takes reservations. Be careful, though. This brings me to mistake number 2, targeting restaurants that already use a marketing agency. Nothing is worse than pointing out this problem to a restaurant owner only for them to pay someone else to fix it. The easiest way to avoid this is to look at the restaurant's website. If you see any links at the bottom like designed by so-and-so designs, this usually means that they have someone that handles their online marketing and will most likely use them to set up Google reservations. Targeting restaurants that have an online presence but no indication they are working with an agency will dramatically increase your sales and prevent you from wasting your time emailing businesses that will never pay for this service. Sending them an email directly from an address you find on Manta or any other business information site is the fastest way to get a reply, many times the very next day. Here's a simple 3-step formula that I use to write my emails. Step 1. Point out that they are not on Google reservations. Bonus points if you point out a competitor that is. Step 2. Talk about the steps to get listed. I like to make it sound more complicated than it is, which makes them more inclined to hire me. And step 3. Offer to do it for them for $500. I like to end my emails by saying that I'm all booked up with businesses in their area and need a yes or no answer on the spot. This puts the pressure on them to give you a reply immediately rather than put your email off and forget about it. Okay, that might sound like a lot to pack into one email, and it is. This is why they are so effective at pulling $500 payments from 1 in 10 restaurants that receive it. And if you've taken careful notes, you should be able to put this together yourself and start seeing results by the end of the week. However, there is a faster and easier way to book new clients with this service. I mean, why go through all the trial and error, rejection, low closing rates, and hours of figuring out Google's system when all the work is already done for you? I've taken my best emails, lead sources, and setup checklists and compiled them into a package that I call the Fast Client Funnel. The Fast Client Funnel is a series of guides and checklists that walk you through landing $500 paychecks from restaurants to set them up in Google's reservation system. If you are a large consulting agency looking to add restaurant clients into your portfolio, then these checklists will flood you with clients quickly. And if you're just starting out, you can use this to land your first client and start earning a full-time income as a consultant. Here's everything that's included in the Fast Client Funnel. First, you are getting my restaurant client generation checklist. This checklist breaks down all the steps to finding the most receptive restaurants that are not on Google's reservation system, writing the perfect pitch email, handling any rejection with pre-written rebuttals, and closing the deals so you get paid. Everything is in a copy and paste format. Follow this checklist every time you prospect for new clients, and you'll land a payment from 1 in every 10 emails you send out while avoiding all the common mistakes made by rookies that kill deals. Next, you're getting my Google reservation system checklist. This checklist walks you through step by step setting up Google's reservation system for any restaurant. Follow it every time you land a client, and you can set it up the right way with your clients getting what they want and customizing it how they need. Now, as a special bonus, I've put together a tell-all guide that goes into specific details on how to get started and grow this business to any income level you desire. Rookie or expert, this guide covers every detail you may have missed in the past when it comes to setting up a consulting business, landing clients, handling payments seamlessly, and keeping your clients happy. Here's a taste of what you'll learn inside of this guide. The Google hack that finds restaurants in any area who are not on Google's reservation system. The business email database I use to find the direct contact email of any business owner, including restaurants. Full details on writing the perfect pitch email to restaurants, including the subject line no restaurant owner can ignore, how to explain Google reservations in a way that has you looking like an expert while making your $500 fee seem like a bargain, the simple scarcity trick that gets you an immediate reply from business owners, the one rebuttal that works for 80% of objections, full detailed walkthrough on Google's reservation system, how to upsell your clients into other services like SEO and reputation management, turning your $500 clients into $5,000 per month clients for life, every detail on how to set up PayPal to collect your payments and deliver this service over email, motivational tools that I use to stay focused and get more work done in an hour than most people can do in a week. Listen, the Fast Client Funnel includes everything you need to confidently collect $500 payments from local restaurants. Now, I've added these checklists and guidebook into my membership program called the Landro Inner Circle. This membership costs $97 per month and will be the only way to get your hands on these materials. However, I'm looking to grow my membership, and I think the best way to do that is showing you results in advance. I'm willing to ethically bribe you with the Fast Client Funnel, a funnel that is the easiest way to land $500 checks from local business owners that I have seen in years. And so you won't be paying $97 to get your hands on this system today. Not even half that price. Act right now, and you are getting everything. All the checklists, the guidebook, the copy-paste materials, all for one easy payment of only $27. Listen, don't decide right now. Just try the Fast Client Funnel on me for a full 60 days. If you don't book at least 5 new clients in that time, just send me a support ticket with the word refund, and I will send you back every penny. No questions asked, no hassles. Remember, this offer is only valid on this page for the next few days. Look below this video right now. Click on the buy button and claim your copy of the Fast Client Funnel before the promotional price ends. And think about this. The sooner you get started, the faster you can become the first and only person in your area to offer this. The high ground of being the first means restaurants will actively seek you out when they see their competitors taking reservations on Google. Imagine every business in town coming to you to set this up for them, willing and eager to hand you $500 for what is about an hour's work. And that's only the tip of the iceberg. Restaurants always see an influx of reservations when they start taking them on Google. More reservations means more revenue for these restaurants. They see a boost in income from investing in your services and will be eager to invest in anything else you offer. This is the perfect gateway service, a simple, cheap service to offer clients that generates great results. This proves your value to them and makes it easy to close them on hiring you for more services. I typically shoot to earn about $5,000 per month from each client by selling them other services like SEO, services that I outsource for a fraction of the fees I collect. Imagine, that's $60,000 a year per client. It doesn't take many clients to earn a solid part-time or even full-time income. 2 clients is $120,000 per year. 4 clients is $240,000 per year. All starting from a simple $500 payment for a service that is just easy. Right now, I want you earning your first $500 payment and landing your first restaurant client. So look below this video right now. Click the yellow buy button, the one that says add to cart. Once you click below, you will be taken to our secure checkout page. Simply enter your email address here and select your PayPal account or choose to pay with a credit card here. Then click the green checkout button here. Complete the form on the next page and you're all set. After you finish, you will be given immediate access to the Fast Client Funnel. Listen, this offer is only valid for the next few days. Then it will only be accessible to my Inner Circle coaching members. Click the button below this video now to lock in your copy of the Fast Client Funnel.